Hello guys, in this tutorial we'll go over WooCommerce and how to create a multilingual website using plugin ConveyThis. For this test example, I'm using Vulkan as the website for our WooCommerce installation. It's a website that sells online merchandise, and we're going to use ConveyThis to make sure we have the multiple languages enabled shortly in less than 10 minutes. So first of all, let's go back to ConveyThis.com, and in order to launch the multilingual website, you need to first create an account. Go to sign up, provide your name, email address, and select a password, agree to the terms and conditions, and register. Once you have passed this step, you can log into your page, and then you need to go to your WordPress website and install the plugin. Go to your dashboard, go to plugins, and click on Add New. In the search bar, type in ConveyThis and download the latest version. Okay, the version is updated. Let's go into the plugin settings. Let's activate it. And go into settings. On this page, you need to make sure you copy and paste your API key. Your API key could be found on your dashboard in the field here. So click on copy and paste it here. Oops. That's the key right there. Copy and paste. For the sake of this example, let's select the target language as Russian. Click on Save Changes. And the settings are updated, and you can go back to your website. And the plugin is activated in the right bottom corner. Now we have English and Russian version. So I can click on Russian, and ConveyThis will start translating it. Since this is a first run, it might take a little longer because the translations are being pulled from the machine repository API. Now, as you can see, the website is connected and translated. So this is the first part. So we're done with the create account. We activated the plugin. Now we know where to access it in the WP dashboard. We copied the API key. We did enter the languages. And we tried out our language switcher button. Now let's look at the checkout page. As you know, checkout is a very important page for e-commerce. So let's, in our example, add any of the products into the shopping cart and see if it works on the checkout page. So we add this sync into the cart. So let's click on Add to Cart, and it's now should be in the checkout page. Yes, let's view the cart. View cart. View cart now is in English, but let's switch into Russian. Okay, so ConveyThis handles the checkout page as well. As you can see, this is the actual cart page translated into Russian. And I can also go into Pay Credit Card. You see, this is one of the most important features which a lot of competing translation solutions fall apart, is the full translation and localization of the checkout page. So this is my checkout page. You see, it's partially translated, but I can also edit those parts and translate them as well. So this is the source address, this is the billing address, this is the what I'm buying, this is the emails, and I can provide the credit card information right on this page and place the order from the translated card. So this is what Convey does really well, and it's compatible with WooCommerce. Now let's go into the translation editing interface, and I'll show you how to edit translations using your ConveyThis account. So my ConveyThis account is stored on ConveyThis.com, and my translations are, if I refresh the page, this is my current word usage. I activated one language, and I have translated with machine 369 words. Now I need to look up my translations and try to see what I can do with that. So click on my translations, and you can see that I've been on the index page, I've been in the cart page, and even on checkout page. Okay, that's great. So let's go into a checkout page and click on Edit Translations. This is my checkout page where I've been in the last example. And I can see that all this text has been pulled from this page and stored on that screen. Stats, returns, new, vanity. So, for example, vanity is not the word Tcheslavia in Russian. It's the synonym for rakovina. Let's type in rakovina. I'm typing in this word, and this word, as you can see, automatically is being stored as the custom translation. ConveyThis uses the traffic light system, which means is the first layer of translation is the base layer, which is the machine translation. The second layer of the proofreading is your own custom, which is yellow translation, yellow markup. And the professional, if you add it to professional, you can order it as a professional translation, and it will be pulled from the bilingual linguist. As you know, not everybody speaks Chinese, Korean, Arabic language. Most of you don't speak all the languages in the world, and not of your friends could speak all the languages in the world. So it makes sense to proofread partially the website yourself and leave the rest of the languages to be outsourced for professional proofreading to professional linguists. So that's the option Pro. I highly recommend to use it because it's very affordable using ConveyThis service. So let's check if the vanity has been changed to rakovina. Let's go back to ConveyThis and look for So this word was translated as Tcheslavia. Let's see. If I refresh the page, let's see if the word has been changed in any of those places. Let's refresh this page. Okay, now go to this. That wasn't the word here, but the second word, which was on the right-hand side, Tcheslavia, has been changed to rakovina, which is the correct Russian translation. So as you can see, all the updates I'm doing to this machine translation layer are being automatically stored on the server, and next time you refresh the page, they'll be unloading on that page. So this way you can highly customize your landing pages and greatly improve the conversions, because it will be better readable by humans. Okay. So, and finally, let's take a look at the visual editor. ConveyThis offers a very powerful visual editor to further proofread your translations, because not everybody feels empowered using the text editor. So let's go into a visual editor and see how ConveyThis performs graphically. So this is the pages we'd like to translate. And next to the checkout page, let's look at the visual editor. Click on this link. So how to get here? You need to click on My Translations and then select the URLs you'd like to translate. So this is the visual editor. Click on that. It pulls out the page which looks similar to what you could have seen on ConveyThis, but this is actually being translated, pulled out from ConveyThis website. It has the interface, so you can select any of the elements on the page like this, and there is a little pencil appears next to it. So click on the pencil, and it will pull out the menu where you can actually see the original English and the pulled out translation, machine translation or user translation. So to do some changes, let's do some test examples. So in the original English, we have shop sync accessories. In translation, it says раковина магазин аксессуаров, which is obviously not the correct translation of the original phrase, and therefore let's change it into покупай аксессуары раковин, or для раковин. So as a native Russian speaker, I can translate the phrase correctly, so when the person will land on this page, they will not be disappointed. So click on Save Changes. And this menu has been changed into покупай аксессуары для раковин. Now let's go back to the real page and see if that page was indeed changed. So let's refresh the checkout page. And раковина changes to покупай аксессуары для раковин. As you can see, graphical user interface allows me to view the elements exactly where they appear on the page. Even the login information, see, login and register, I can change the menu, categories, navigation, even the button itself could be changed. So this is a very powerful editor, and this is your graphical square, which you can drag from one side of the page to another side of the page. It's just for your information, and when you finish doing the editing, you need to click on Finish Editing. So I clicked on that, and then the screen closes, and then I can go back to my web page, WooCommerce, go back to the index page. I'm in the Russian version, and this translation has been already saved, and it's live on the website. This is a very SEO-friendly solution because ConveyThis plugin creates the subdomains, subpages, brand new content, which means Google will discover this content, it will index this content, and competition in the foreign languages might be less fierce as in English, and therefore your translated content can land new visitors and new sales for your international clientele. So the final step is, when you are working with translations, the good thing, I'm a Russian speaker, I can do the Russian translation myself. But what if I'm not a Russian speaker, or I do not simply have time? So to do that, you need to go into My Translations. You can send those translations to professional linguists. And to do that, you need to go to My Domains or My Translations, select the pages you would like to send for professional proofreading, and there's a link. It's called Add to Cart. I added this to a cart, and it appears on as the cart with the number 1. I can add second page, this one. It appears also right here. So let's go into my cart, and combined I've added 578 words to proofread by the professionals. I can click on details, and it shows all the segments that has been selected from those 2 pages. With a very competitive word pricing, which is 9 cents per word, the overall professional proofreading would cost me only $52, and ConveyThis powerful network of linguists can do it in as little as 2-3 business days. So it will be translated by humans, it will be readable and very high quality. So to proceed with the translation, click on process payment, and on the final page you can see just one more brief summary of what is going to be happening to your order. And you can select Visa or PayPal and click. See that the button changes, and you can click on process payment, and the pop-up window will appear of ConveyThis, and you can enter your credit card information, or for that reason, if you don't have the credit card, you can use PayPal. You can enter your PayPal information and place this order. It's that simple. So to give you a brief summary, ConveyThis gives you a powerful machine translator as the base layer for your WooCommerce web store, and a second layer you can proofread your segments using the powerful visual editor and text editor. And lastly, you can also outsource the translations to proofread them with professional linguists in any of the selected languages. German, French, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, all these languages are getting a lot of page views. They have a lot of native speakers throughout the world, and people are shopping and using those web pages to buy products and services. So if you're looking to expand into multiple businesses, multiple locales, and really be the next Amazon of e-commerce and sell your products online, we highly recommend using the ConveyThis solution as your reliable provider of translations.